Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to Sarah-Tonin Tarot. If this reading has found its way to you today, then trust that there may be a message here that you're meant to hear. As always, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And remember, these collective readings are timeless. So regardless of whether you're watching it this week, in a month's time, or even a year after it's uploaded, the message may still be exactly what you need to hear in that moment. So before we begin, I'd like to ask a small favour. If you enjoy tarot readings, spiritual guidance and messages designed to help you navigate life's journey, please consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Every comment and subscription helps this channel grow, and it allows me to continue creating content for this amazing community, and it means more than you will ever know. So, let's take a moment to settle in, perhaps grab a cup of tea, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to be open to whatever guidance Spirit has here for you today. So this first card is the Ten of Swords, and as much as it can look pretty intimidating when you first see it, it's a card that means something is done, dead, and over with. So it's a conclusion card. Something has run its course, and deep down you already know it. So for some of you, this may be a relationship, a job, a mindset, a habit, or just a situation that has been draining your energy for far too long. Now, if you look, the Ten of Swords, his hand that's on the floor is actually making a blessing symbol. So it might seem right at this precise moment that, this big ending and everything else is drastic. But this kind of says it's a blessing in disguise. So the Ten of Swords speaks of those moments when we finally realise that we cannot continue carrying the same burden. And it doesn't mean you failed, it just means that you've reached a point where your soul's asking for something different. There may be sadness attached to this ending because endings often involve letting go of what feels familiar. Even when something isn't healthy for us, it can still be difficult to release it. What Spirit wants you to know is that this card doesn't represent your future, it represents what you're leaving behind. So the image on the card often shows the darkest moment, but in the distance there is a beginning. The sun is beginning to rise. And that sunset's really important here because it reminds us that every ending creates new opportunities for new beginnings. So this month it feels like a transition point where you're going to be invited to close the door that no longer serves you so you can finally open a new one. So the hidden opportunity in this reading comes through the Ten of Pentacles, and I absolutely love seeing this following the Ten of Swords. So Spirit is showing while something may be ending, something incredibly stable and potential is going to emerge from it. The Ten of Pentacles will speak of security, abundance, and long-term success. It's building the foundations that can actually support you well into the future. Many of you may be focused on what you're losing, but Spirit wants you to focus on what you are going to be creating. There's an opportunity here to establish stronger roots in your life, and this could relate to finances, family, career, home life, or even emotional security. For some of you, the card suggests support from others. You may discover that you do not have to do everything alone. What's interesting about this energy is it isn't about quick wins. So the Ten of Pentacles is the result of patience, dedication, and basically working hard over time. Spirit is encouraging you to think beyond immediate circumstances and ask yourself, what kind of life are you building? What choices today will benefit you in 6 months, in a year, or even 5 years from now? There's something available to you that has the potential to create lasting stability. So don't overlook it simply just because it develops gradually. So your main challenge this month comes through the Eight of Swords, which tells me that your biggest obstacle might not even be external at all. It may be the stories that you're telling yourself. So this card usually appears when you feel trapped, powerless, and unable to move forward. So these limitations are usually mental rather than physical. Some of you may be doubting yourself. You may feel as though circumstances are preventing you from making changes. Or you might be thinking, I can't do that. I'm not ready. What if it all goes wrong? I want you to examine those thoughts carefully. Like, are they facts or are they just fears? The challenge here is recognizing what you've been giving your power to. Fear has a way of making walls appear bigger than what they actually are. So the Eight of Swords is asking you to gently challenge your assumptions and question the beliefs that are keeping you stuck. There's more freedom available to you than you currently realize. And the moment that you stop viewing yourself as trapped, you begin noticing opportunities and solutions that were there all along. Now, admittedly, looking at this card, she looks well and truly trapped, but she can actually fit through those swords. If she was able to take her blindfold off and release those ropes around her, which are the mental ties, she would be able to see that she could fit through those swords quite easily, and she's not as trapped as what she believes. Next we have your personal growth, and it's represented by two cards together, and together they tell a beautiful story. So the Nine of Swords represents worry, anxiety, overthinking, and carrying fears about the future, which obviously we've just spoke about with the other card. Many of you have spent a lot of time recently imagining worst case scenarios or allowing your mind to convince you that something's going to go wrong. But sitting right beside it is the Three of Wands, which is one of the strongest cards of expansion, growth, and future possibilities. So it's almost as though Spirit is showing two versions of your perspective. One side is focused on fear, while the other is focused on opportunity. Your growth comes from learning not every belief and every fearful thought that enters your mind is real. The Nine of Swords wants you to recognize how much energy and anxiety has been taken away from you. The Three of Wands encourages you to lift your gaze towards the horizon and begin focusing on what could go right instead. So this isn't about pretending challenges don't exist, because obviously they do. It's about refusing to let the fear make your decisions. Growth happens when you choose possibility over limitation. So the future's asking you to trust yourself more than you trust your worries. So next we have a guided message from Spirit, and that comes through the Eight of Wands. So up until this point in the reading, we have seen endings, fears, worries, and limiting beliefs. But the Eight of Wands arrives like a gust of wind that's beginning to move everything forward. Spirit's saying that momentum is building, even if you can't see it. Situations that have felt stuck can suddenly begin to move again. Conversations you've been waiting for may actually happen now, and opportunities appear pretty unexpected. So delays could begin clearing, and there is a sense of that all things are about to accelerate. What's important is that you don't allow fear to keep you standing still when movement arrives. Sometimes we spend so much time waiting for change that when change actually finally appears, we hesitate. So the Eight of Wands asks you to trust yourself enough to act when those opportunities present themselves. Communication is also strongly highlighted here, so pay attention to messages, emails, phone calls, invitations, and conversations. Something important may arrive through communication. Spirit's guidance is clear. It says stay open, stay flexible, and do not overthink every single step. Momentum is available to you, but you need to meet it with action. So that's a really positive card to have at this point in the reading. So the unexpected influence in this reading comes from the Seven of Pentacles, and this card is a reminder of patience. So while the Eight of Wands speaks of movement, the Seven of Pentacles reminds you that not everything is going to happen overnight. So for some of you, you're going to be reflecting on how far you've come up to this point. You might be evaluating your progress and wondering whether your efforts are truly paying off. So this is the card that kind of asks, is the juice worth the squeeze? You know, if you're putting all your effort into something and you're not seeing rewards, then are they truly paying off? Spirit wants you to know that just because you can't see immediate results doesn't always mean that nothing is happening. So think about it like planting seeds in the garden. After planting them, you don't dig them up every day to check whether they're growing. You just trust the process. This card carries that same energy. Something that you have been working towards is developing beneath the surface. The unexpected influence may come through realizing that you're actually much further along than you thought. So progress doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's happening internally before it becomes visible externally, if that makes sense. So continue nurturing what really matters to you. Your efforts are not being wasted. So let's have a look and see what the Oracle cards want to add to this reading, and then we'll do like an overall of what everything means at the end. So the first Oracle card. So we have the Peacekeeper. Now this is an important part of the reading. So Spirit's encouraging you to protect your peace at all costs. There's probably situations around you that invite conflict or drama. Not every battle deserves your energy though. So many people believe peace comes from controlling external circumstances, but true peace comes from within. The card asks you to become aware of where your energy is going. Are you spending too much time worrying about the things that you can't control, or are you carrying responsibilities that belong to someone else? Are you engaging in situations that constantly leave you feeling drained? If so, Spirit wants you to choose peace internally. That may mean setting boundaries, it may mean walking away from unnecessary conflict, or it may mean giving yourself permission to rest. So the Peacekeeper reminds you that calm is not weakness, it's wisdom. And when your energy isn't constantly being pulled in loads of different directions, you're able to hear your intuition more clearly and move through life with greater confidence. So it's a very good card to have at this point in the reading. And then next we have Dog Spirit. So this is the most comforting message in all of the reading. The card is about loyalty, trust, friendship and support, and unconditional love. So I think Spirit wants to remind you that you're not walking this journey alone. I think sometimes when we're facing challenges, we withdraw with other people. We just want to do things on our own because we don't want to be a burden to them. But the Dog Spirit reminds us that genuine connections exist for an actual reason. There may be people around you who care deeply about you and willing to support you if you allow them to. The card is also about being loyal to yourself. Are you treating yourself with the same kindness that you would give to others? Are you speaking to yourself with the same compassion that you would offer to a friend? Spirit encourages you to become your own ally rather than your own critic. Trust is another major theme here. Trusting in yourself, trusting in the lessons that you've learned, and trusting that you are capable of navigating whatever comes next. Dog Spirit reminds you that support often appears when you least expect it, so keep your heart open to receive it. So Collective, I think the overall message for this reading is one of transformation, release, and moving towards a bright future. So the Ten of Swords shows that a chapter is ending, but then the Ten of Pentacles immediately reminds us that endings are creating space for something more stable and something more aligned for you. The Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords reveal fear and anxiety and limiting beliefs that may have been holding you back for some time. However, the Three of Wands and Eight of Wands show that expansion and forward movement are available once you're willing to shift your perspective a little bit and try trusting yourself. The Seven of Pentacles reminds you that progress takes time, while the Peacekeeper encourages you to protect your energy, and Dog Spirit reassures you that support is always available. If I was to summarize this reading in one sentence, it would be this. The chapter that is ending is not meant to break you, it's meant to free you. So Spirit is asking you to release what no longer serves you and stop allowing fear to write the story of your future. Trust the process. You've already made and remain open to opportunities that are beginning to unfold. So what lies ahead is the potential for a far more stable, peaceful, and fulfilling life than you ever are leaving behind. Trust the process. Trust yourself, because the next chapter is already beginning. So thank you so much, guys, for being with me today. Hopefully this reading resonated with you, and if so, please stick a comment in the comments for me. I love reading everything that you guys have got to say. And until next time, I will catch you in the next video. Lots of love and light, guys. Bye for now.